Yes, Nizam.
Martin, with regard to the situation in Bahrain, today the authorities are putting 16 medical staff to trial for treating for all kinds of accusations. And of course, they are continuing their policy of demolishing mosques of the Shia population there. Over 35 of them have been so far demolished. And burning copies of Al-Quran. More than 80 copies of Al-Quran has been burnt. Does the Secretary General has anything to say about that?
Well, as you know, the Secretary General has been consistent in calling for the respect of fundamental rights and freedoms, and has done so speaking generally about developments across the Middle East and North Africa, and very specifically regarding Bahrain. And he's repeatedly called on the Bahraini authorities to exercise maximum restraint and to avoid excessive use of force. And he's also emphasized that a really important point, that he expects the Bahraini authorities to act in accordance with relevant international norms and standards regarding human rights and fundamental freedoms. And I think that addresses the point that you're making. If I have anything further, then I would certainly...
We have ignored all these calls, and now we have certain things happening there. People are killed under torture. These medical staff are, 30 of them could be facing trials, and maybe they face the same...
So what's your question?
What is the next step, I mean?
Well, in addition, as you know, as I've said, the Secretary General has consistently and repeatedly and publicly called for restraint and for the Bahraini authorities to act in accordance with international standards as regards human rights. And as you also know, the High Commissioner for Human Rights has been rather vocal, expressing her strong concerns about this. This is something that obviously the Secretary General is keeping a very close eye on, and I'm sure that this is a topic that will also be a part of, his remarks to the Security Council this afternoon.
On Syria, another question. In the statement, they talk about only peaceful demonstrators. How about the security people who have been killed during these demonstrations?
Well,
are there any other third party, for example, or are any... Because tens of security people have been killed during these incidents.
Well, I think it's obvious that the violence needs to stop. The main focus of attention is that peaceful demonstrators have been killed, and not just in the last couple of days. Of course, there should be peaceful demonstrations, and if anybody is killed in clashes, that is regrettable. But it's very important to emphasize that peaceful demonstrators need to be able to demonstrate peacefully without fear for their lives or fear of being apprehended, detained simply for exercising their right to freedom of expression. Yes, Masood?
On Libya.